The theme of forgiveness, of forgiving others and receiving that forgiveness, is a theme that runs through Lent. We spend this time in our sacrifices to reconcile our relationship with our Heavenly Father and to remember that the love that Christ pours out from us upon this crucifix. But it's also not just a theme that runs through Lent, but it's something I think, I was reflecting upon it, attracts us. If we can look at various movies, various books, focus on that theme of receiving forgiveness or forgiving others. And two movies come to mind. One is the Star Wars trilogies, and then the other one would be The Lord of the Rings. And I think of both of those, and there's other movies and books that we could choose from, but both of those reflect the dangers of what happens when we're not willing to forgive others or we're not willing to receive forgiveness. And I think in the Star Wars trilogies, we see Anakin Skywalker, a young boy who is unable to let go of the hurt he has received in his life, of the people that have betrayed him. And that anger, because he's not willing to forgive other people, dwells within his heart, slowly corrupting him from the inside out, to the very end that we receive him as the character of Darth Vader. And only in the end of the trilogy do we receive him actually opening up to receive that forgiveness. So it destroyed him from the inside out. And then in The Lord of the Rings, with the character of Smeagol, he starts off as a hobbit, an ordinary hobbit who becomes attracted to a powerful ring. And that powerful ring, he desires it so much, he ends up killing his own best friend, drowning him in the waters to possess that ring. And over time, he turns from a hobbit to a horrible, disgusting, green creature. And all he can talk about is finding that ring and holding that ring. And that is the power that hate can hold in our life if we don't give that time to receive forgiveness and to offer forgiveness. To receive forgiveness and offer forgiveness. Every time we begin this Mass here, we begin with the penitential rite. I confess to you, my brothers and sisters, that I have greatly sinned. And it's recalling to mind that before we start any liturgy, before we start any celebration, we must go back out and look at what we've done wrong in our lives and ask that forgiveness from our Heavenly Father. And being this first Friday of Lent, being this first Friday of the month and first Friday of Lent, a perfect time to go out and seek out that reconciliation from your brothers and sisters. Because it's in that encounter with another that we grow closer to our Heavenly Father and we grow closer to Christ. And we have that perfect example in Christ, because as he hung up there on the cross, he was able to speak those words, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. And so today, brothers and sisters, let's look to our own relationships and ask the Lord for healing in those relationships, for that ability to receive forgiveness and ask forgiveness.
Thank you for joining us for the celebration of the Mass today. It's a blessing that you are with us. Every broadcast of this liturgy goes out to hundreds of people and hundreds of people all over the world. It's been an enormous blessing. If you'd like to support this virtual ministry of OLPH, please go to our website. You can support this ministry by going to Give Central so that we can continue to broadcast the liturgy each and every week. Thank you for your support. Most of all, thank you for joining us today. God bless you. Greetings from OLPH.